Kevin Tetz, sitting in front of Eastwood headquarters, Pottstown, Pennsylvania. I'm in a rental car. It's a Corolla. It sounds like a vacuum cleaner. This thing's an appliance. Oh, but it's got a sport mode. I gotta park this turd because they said they were gonna toss me the keys to something that was a little more fun to drive. Gotta go check it out.
So Kevin, what do you think of the 2014 American Muscle Project Coyote Mustang?
I want to get out of this traffic. I feel like I'm in prison.
You gotta get out and stretch your legs a little bit.
Absolutely, but you know, in traffic it's subdued. It's very well behaved.
Just listen to it.
Oh, it sounds fantastic.
It's the pipe's long tube headers.
Well, and they're stainless headers, and that really helps a lot with that tone. It gives it that kind of a mid-range growly tone instead of the deep rumble. And with the long tubes, I'm guessing, just from what I understand about long tube headers, we're probably picking up about 12 horsepower just from the header swap. You know, you take an already great-looking car, throw some tasteful, you know, bolt-on stuff, the axiom lights, the headlight covers. This thing looks sinister, man.
It's a mean-looking car.
It really is, and it backs it up with performance, too.
It sounds mean.
And it's got sticky Mickey Thompsons, the 300 treadwear radials on it.
And so we're going to test out this Mickey Thompson.
We're going to have to test traction.
Yeah,
we have to test traction.
That's mandatory.
So, you know, and you throw power at a car like this, and with a two-piece drive shaft, it's just another point to fail. So they solved that problem with a one-piece drive shaft. Okay.
And it gets it a little bit.
It gets it a little bit, and that's not going crazy. That's just rolling through the gears a little bit. This thing's begging for it, man. This thing is begging to be played with. I love this car.
And it is Pennsylvania, so there's been construction on all 7 roads we've been on in the last, 5 miles.
Hi, can I get a receipt, please? Thank you. Hey, do you know if there's any speed traps, any radar up here?
We're not told of anything.
Okay. She said no. Oh, yeah.
They probably don't see that coming through the toll booth very often.
Probably not. Probably not. All right, we got really sticky compound tires.
Wow.
This is sink or swim, pal. This is, we're pulling some G's right here. Those Mickey Thompsons are holding us in place, man. That was pretty impressive. Yeah, that's just an on-ramp thing. We're, what, doing 45 miles an hour? But, man, it holds it.
I feel like one of the videos where I should have been a girl in a bikini. Like, screaming.
I saw you tense up a little bit. Okay, so we're doing 70 miles an hour. We're at 1,800 RPM. I remember a buddy in high school had a 68 Chevelle with a 396, and it was a 4-speed car. He had I think it was a big Muncie gearbox in it. Low gears, 411s in the back. That sucker would get gallons to the mile, you know? And what a beast. Just an unbelievably brutal car to drive. They've got this stuff dialed in. They must have done a ton of R&D on this car to get it sorted like this. Bolt-on stuff. Well, I grew up in BC, Canada, and my Uncle Herb had A&H used auto parts. He had cars from the 20s, 30s, 40s, 50s, and 60s when I was a kid. Bullet nose Studes, 49 Studebakers. He had a row, double-stacked bullet noses. He had them all categorized in the wrecking yard. That's the kind of cars I grew up in.
No wonder you love cars.
Oh, yeah, how can you not?
Yeah.
It's just this tie-in. You see something with old faded paint, and it just brings you back. So that's where I get it. You know, I grew up around that stuff. And
our family car when I was born was a 67 Camaro.
Oh, no way.
My dad bought it when he was in high school.
That's cool.
And then eventually parked it, and then when I was 14, and I convinced them that I should be allowed to make space to bring the Camaro in, which did not make my mom very happy, seeing how her car was still sitting outside the garage.
Right.
And a Camaro that hadn't run in 10 years was now in the garage. So, I guess we should get back to Eastwood, or?
Well, we got somebody else's insurance policy. That's a plus.